Welcome to Fright Club Live at Gateway Film Center.
I can name 4 French horror films that equate sex with cannibalism. So it's quite a thing there, I guess. Be careful if you're a tourist, I suppose.
Tonight, a screening of the 1988 film The Lair of the White Worm.
He had a magic kilt that had a mongoose and a grenade in it. How did he put all that stuff in there?
And a podcast discussion on the best temptations in horror.
I like this because it's one of Al Pacino's more toned down.
Now, here are your hosts, Hope Madden and George Wolf.
Thank you, and welcome out to Gateway Film Center for Fright Club Live. Glad you made it out tonight. Always appreciate that. Yeah, she is Hope Madden.
He's George Wolf.
And we are from MadWolf.com. Fright Club Live, back at Gateway, where we are almost every second Friday of the month. We're
going to move September.
Yeah, other than that.
Because of George's birthday.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
We'll let you know more about that. But anyway, we're about usually the second Friday of every month. And last month, we had a time. Who was here for the coffee table? Was that fun?
Thank you for returning.
Was that quote unquote fun? Got a great reaction for that. Great reaction.
Yeah, and, it's just undeniably a good movie. I mean, it might be not your cup of tea, and I'm not sure how many people I would just recommend it to. You know, you should watch The Coffee Table. I don't know, but it's a good movie.
And we got a lot of great comments
we did.
for the podcast too. So thank you so much. That was fun. And also, before we forget, we got a nice bit of news. Was it yesterday or today?
Was yesterday.
Yeah.
FeedSpot. So like a month ago, FeedSpot contacted us because they ranked Fright Club as one of the best horror podcasts in the Midwest.
Right.
And then
Thank you.
They contacted us yesterday, and they have ranked Mad Wolf in the number 66 in the top 100 movie blogs on Earth.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah. So we thank them so much for that. That is
Thank you.
awesome. We'll have more about that. We haven't gotten into the posting it or anything or saying thanks
Thursdays
online.
and Fridays are tough.
They are tough.
Yeah,
but
we post a lot.
Can't thank them enough.
No.
Because actually I think it's been a while since they made that list. They made it several years ago, and we happened to make it.
That's right.
And I was just thinking the other day after they told us about the horror list, I thought, wow, I wonder when they're going to do the blog list again, and boom, there it is.
Boom.
So thank you for that. Thank you,
That's
FeedSpot,
right.
again. And we'll have more of that coming up. So,
Well, then in the last podcast, actually, we did the best horror films so far this year because we're halfway through 2026 already. Just crazy.
Strong half year.
Strong half
Wouldn't you say?
year.
I mean, so many. Yeah, he's got his one wish will over there.
That's right.
So many great horror movies
Yeah.
this first 6 months. So,
Yeah.
and I know there's more coming down the pike. So,
And there's so many recent ones, you know, Obsession and Leviticus and Backrooms. There are so many recent ones that
Hokum.
And Hokum that I almost forgot that The Bone Temple was 2026.
Yeah.
Fuck, that movie was great.
God, it was good.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, that whole and there's so much Duran Duran in that movie. Like right from the opening credits, I'm like, this is for me. This is my movie.
No, love Bone Temple.
Yeah.
So there's a lot just in the half year. It's going to be tough when we get to that year-end list. That'll be
It
before we know
is.
it. Yeah.
It is. And of course, you can find that podcast on Mad Wolf and on our. You can also find it on Ginger Nuts of Horror.
That's right.
Where you can find all of our horror movie reviews and also loads and loads of other really cool stuff. And Jim just made a really funny horror trailer with his dogs in it. It was hysterical. It was hysterical. So you should be checking them out. They're awesome.
All right, good stuff. We've got Temptation in horror tonight, and that is a big, wide-ranging category.
Huge.
You bit
So
off
many
more
honorable
than-
mentions.
Yeah, so many honorable mentions.
Yeah.
And a lot that were just brought up here, yesterday on a blog, comments
Yes.
to the post about what movies you think is going to make it.
And
Boy,
do you know who prompted that?
Seth.
That's right. So we want to say, get well soon, Seth. It is so weird not to have Seth here. So we miss you, and we hope
He's
that you're well soon.
recuperating at home.
He is.
Yep. Hope to see him next month.
Yeah, we hope to see him next month. So we know Val is taking good care of you. So heal quickly.
But he prompted that, and then we got a lot of good comments there, so that means we have a lot of honorable mentions, so hit it.
Yeah, we always did have a lot, actually. Nosferatu, so it didn't make the final list, but that is a great one. Death by Temptation, that's a fun one because it's very biblical, and it reminded me also of The Devil's Nightmare, which is very similar. It goes through the 7 deadly sins, and then Succubus, that's another old one. Trouble Every Day is I love that movie. Under the Skin, Touch Me. This is brand new. It's on
new.
Shudder right now, and so it I just thought of it the last second. I'm like, oh my God, that is what that whole movie was about. The Lure, that almost made it. Sirens, of course, Sirens and everything. Devil's Nightmare, I thought was a great one. Perfume is another one. Requiem for a Dream. Is it technically horror? Yes, it's a horrifying movie.
It's a comedy. It's a romantic comedy.
But a lot of the drug ones, that's really what they're about, The Hunger, of course.
Oh, yeah.
And, that was almost in here. And then Death Game, which was also remade by Eli Roth as Knock Knock. That's really what that's all about.
Temptation comes knocking at the door.
That's right. Hellraiser. Yeah.
One of my faves.
So, it's a really ripe topic.
I know. That's a lot.
For horror, and so we had to really narrow it down. I tried to sort of vary what, so it's not specifically just sexual temptation, like it's the concept of temptation in different horror films. So should we start?
We should start,
All right.
because we got a movie to show, so we got to get on it. So let's start at number 5, 2016. A couple in a troubled marriage locate a meteorite, initiating an encounter with a mysterious creature. Their lives are turned upside down by the discovery of the creature, which is a source of both pleasure and destruction, the Untamed.
¿Regresarías? Solo da placer. Nunca ha lastimado a nadie.
But just in case you thought there weren't any about sexual temptation, here we have a sex monster in the Untamed. We'll start off with a bang.
Yeah. Yes, we will. Yeah. And it's funny because it was probably the lights made it maybe hard to see like why this trailer, because what she walks away from is a pretty provocative scene on a bed on the ground. It's a great movie, actually. It's a really great movie, and with amazing performances. And it's rooted in this family drama, this very unhappily married couple, and her brother, and she's kind of looking for something more in life. And then what she finds is a alien sex monster.
As happens.
It's nuts. This movie is so wild, and it's got a little bit of possession with also the sort of big mollusk fuck monster sort of a situation. Everything else about the movie is so rooted in it's very naturalistic. It's very that it makes it, I think, all the more unsettling how realistic everything seems. Like, but I really highly recommend it.
Well, it's very
such a good movie.
Appropriate you say that about Possession, because the film is dedicated to the director of Possession, Andrews. Oh, that's tough. Zulawski, who directed Possession, inspired the concept of this movie.
I imagine. Yeah.
If you've seen both, it just goes right along.
Who hasn't? Come on.
I just realized that this glass I have with all the tentacles on it just kind of, goes right along with the Kraken.
Cheers.
And the sex monster in Untamed. So yeah, this is one that is very very visceral in its metaphors. Yeah, put it that way. The Untamed from 2016, all about the sexual temptation. Mm-hmm. Number 5 on our list. So let's move up to number 4, and this is from 2009. A newly possessed high school cheerleader turns into a succubus who specializes in killing her male classmates. Can her best friend put an end to the horror in Jennifer's body?
Jennifer's evil.
I know.
No, I mean, she's actually evil, not high school evil.
Chip is looking really cute to me lately.
How is he tasting these days?
You are never a good friend. You could have anybody that you want. Why Chip? You're killing people.
No, I'm killing boys.
Are you scared? Thought you only murdered boys.
I go both ways. I will finish you if I have to.
Okay. You can barely finish gym class.
Like, you had to have a succubus in the list. There had to be one, and this is absolutely my favorite succubus movie of all time. And it's so much fun. And one of the things that I always think when I see the trailer is, what funny casting that somebody said, you know what? We need a dowdy Jan Brady type. Amanda Seyfried? Yeah.
Very true. And I love that line about the real, not just high school evil.
Yeah. It's, well, Diablo Cody wrote it. So the writing is so spot on. And, you know, it's got all of the high school angst and, you know, I think all of the idea of grappling with temptation in high school and who do you want to be and, you know, who do you want to be with and but it's also just incredibly smart and funny. And, you know, it's got Amy Sedaris is in this.
Yeah.
J.K. Simmons is
Kyle Gallner.
Yeah, Kyle Gallner, a young pre-mustache Kyle Gallner in this one. It's such a time capsule. It's such a great movie.
It is, and it's one that Karen Kusama was the director.
Yeah,
and has
so great.
Has said in interviews that she was very discouraged because, as you probably would expect, the studio kept wanting her to push it toward marketing toward boys.
Yeah.
With Megan Fox and Amanda Seyfried, and it's like, no, you're missing the entire point. Shocking, I know.
Yeah.
But they had to tone it down, I guess, from the original too. It was much bloodier, and savage to the boys. And the studio constantly wanted to try to market it to fans of Megan Fox, I guess. But yeah, you're missing the entire point.
Yes. Which reminds me, just like a side point, we saw Curry Barker in an interview recently, who said that a studio offered him $2 million to rewrite Obsession so that Bear was the hero. And that's what's wrong with movies today.
Yeah.
Ugh.
God
Anyway.
bless him, because obviously
I know,
made the right choice.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
This is one that's been on the list before for various reasons, but yeah, Temptation works really well, and it's such a good, it has visceral bloodletting, and it's got the fun of the stupid band, the Low Shoulder,
Yeah.
with Adam Brody, and they kept for years they kept teasing, at least Diablo Cody did, that she really,
sequel.
Yeah, and it just hasn't obviously seen the light of day, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because you'd seem like there's definitely something there.
Well, yeah.
You could go back to that character and have a lot of fun with it. Jennifer's Body from 2009 is number 4. Okay, number 3 is the one we're going to show tonight, so not going to say much about it, from 1988. When an archaeologist uncovers a strange skull in a foreign land, the residents of a nearby town begin to disappear, leading to further inexplicable occurrences, the lair of the white worm.
Something's been found in Stone Rig Cavern.
Legend has it that Stone Rig Cavern was the lair of the Dampton worm.
My God. When the venom attacks the nervous system, the victim appears to be afflicted by a form of vampirism.
Here's to the first swallow.
By Christ, have I a tale to tell you. I can hardly wait.
Those cheeky Brits. Here's to the first swallow. Lair of the white worm. Who's seen it already? Yeah, it's from 1988, so expected a few. But not on the big screen, though, right? Yeah,
all right.
See, there you go. That is awesome.
Yeah, this is our classic. This is our classic for the year.
Yeah, as I was talking with Robert at the bar there, anytime you can see Ken Russell, Ken Russell on the big screen, which then reminded us that The Devils is going to be re-released, right?
Yes, it's funny. He and I were having the same conversation.
Yeah,
hoping that they bring that here.
Man.
In October. That's when it's supposed to come back out. Cannot wait.
That would be awesome. Okay, well,
I do want to say one thing, because we don't like to talk about the movie in advance, so we can get everybody's comments afterwards. But when I was putting this together, of course, Bram Stoker wrote this novel, and it occurred to me as I was putting this together, I'd never read it, which seems funny to me. So I read it this week, and it's very, very different from the movie, which didn't surprise me too much. Here's what surprised me. If you have not read this movie, read this book, I'm not recommending it. It is profoundly racist. It is, I expected it to be misogynistic, because it's a female villain, but I've read a lot of Bram Stoker. I've never known him to be this horrible of a human being, and it's so overtly, repugnantly racist, this book. So I'm not recommending it, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get the reactions. Hopefully, be sure to come down after and talk about it, the reaction to the movie, and of course seeing it on the big screen, which will be fun. And that young Hugh Grant from 1988. The Lair of the White Worm. Okay, that's number 3. Number 2 from 1997. An exceptionally adept Florida lawyer is offered a job at a high-end New York City law firm with a high-end boss, the biggest opportunity of his career to date in The Devil's Advocate.
He knows your greatest fear.
Milton is into everything. Arms brokering, chemical weapons, toxic waste, money laundering for the Eastern Bloc. I mean, it goes on and on.
I don't like it here, Kevin.
And he knows the price of your soul.
Who are you?
Oh, I have so many names. I'm here on the ground with my nose in it since the whole thing began. As God sleeps late.
We will win.
It's my time now.
I like this because it's one of Al Pacino's more toned down, understated performance. Man, I mean, he chews scenery a lot, but man, was he chewing some scenery in this. And it looked like he's having a ball doing it.
Yeah, he does. This movie is so wildly over the top in everything that it does. And the cast is amazing. Charlize Theron is great in this movie. Keanu Reeves is very Keanu Reeves in this movie. Very, like, adorable and wooden and not very good. And it suits the project, really. It all works together brilliantly.
And Connie Nielsen.
Yeah, she's actually great.
She had said she had been in the U.S. for 1 month.
Oh, wow.
And landed this part.
She's actually great in this movie.
Is.
Yeah, she is. She kind of stands out. You're like, what are you in this same movie that everybody else is in? Wow. Look at you acting.
And I didn't realize Al Pacino, according to something he said when he was on Inside the Actor's Studio, he wore a wig for this movie because during the filming, his dog died, and he was having such a hard time that his hair was falling out.
Aww.
And so, he was having such a bad reaction to his dog dying, so he's wearing a wig.
Sweet is that?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Yeah, and Keanu Reeves turned down the Speed 2 to do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rightfully so for now.
Yeah, that's funny. I remember when this came out. There was a lot because, of course, De Niro had played Satan in the, forgive me, far superior Angel Heart, and it was just fun to see then Pacino do it in just the opposite possible way. It's a fun movie because of that. I mean, it's all excess. Everything is about excess, and it is temptation in a sexual way, but it's just obviously because he plays Satan. It's every conceivable form of temptation, and but it's also just a campy, fun ride.
Yeah, it is. And I thought this was funny too. They were looking for a location for Alex's, the Devil's apartment. Yeah. And the writer Tony Gilroy said, we needed the ugliest, most garish, horrifying real estate developer apartment you could find. And who offered his up? Donald Trump. According to Tony Gilroy, that's where they filmed it. Yeah.
Gross.
For The Devil's Advocate from 1997. That is number 2. Okay, we're doing well on time. We're doing all right. Moving up to number 1 from 2016, a favorite of Fright Club. A young woman studying to be a vet develops a craving for human flesh in Raw. See, we're moving through different types of temptation. We just had The Devil's Advocate, power and influence, and now we have good old human flesh.
That's right. Which is, so Julie Ducournau, this is what kills me. This movie, Raw, is an absolute masterpiece of a coming-of-age horror movie, and it was her first film.
Yeah.
She wrote and directed it. It's such a great concept. It's so expertly executed, and the performances are great. It's got this weird undercurrent of humor, and you also have a very believable sibling situation happening in the movie. It's just great. The cannibalism really represents, coming of age, and so all of everything that is tempting her to do everything that isn't the right thing to do. And of course, I don't want to give anything away. It's so well conceived and executed, this movie is. And the metaphor is great. And it was slightly borrowed from Claire Denis' Trouble Every Day, just slightly. And it's funny, I can name 4 French horror films that equate sex with cannibalism. So it's quite a thing there, I guess. Be careful if you're a tourist, I suppose.
I remember seeing it here at Gateway, and we had heard a lot about it beforehand. And
we showed it one year. Yeah, it was one of ours.
Yeah, but I just remember that first time we watched it, and I thought it was great, and I love the ending.
Oh,
it's
my
still
God, I
one
love
of
the
my
ending.
just favorite endings. It's so good. It just, I mean, I was going to say it hammers it home. It doesn't.
No.
But it makes its point.
It really does. Plus, we love Laurent Lucas.
Laurent Lucas, yeah.
From Calvaire, as you may know.
Exactly.
Calvaire.
And it was originally rated NC-17 for the graphic violence before it would change to R rating. And I get that, but I think because of the subject matter, I didn't think it was that bad.
Well, I remember when it played Cannes, it played a lot of the festivals, and it was one of those movies where people were saying people were throwing up in the theater.
Yeah, and they gave out barf bags or whatever. Yeah.
But here's what I think. I think it's because film festivals, they aren't necessarily prepared for a horror movie. That's what I think.
True.
Whereas if you're a horror fan, you're not going to throw up when you watch this movie. Although there are definitely some queasying moments.
There are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And great performances.
Great.
And you're right, it established her right out of the gate.
Oh, my God.
As somebody and then she has gone on to do, Titane.
Yeah.
Which was quite.
Yeah. And then Alpha this year, although I have to say, Raw is my favorite.
Yeah. Really, really, really good.
Yep.
And and the temptation as a metaphor, like you said, has been used. The cannibalism has been used before, but she just made it seem all anew.
Yeah, and so natural, so obvious. Yeah, it was just beautifully done. I love this movie so much.
Yeah, really, really well realized. Raw, number 1 on our list of temptation and horror. That's great. So we're on time. We're going to watch a movie. And we haven't even mentioned, we're going to show, of course, The Lair of the White Worm, but we've got a little short feature beforehand.
30 seconds.
30
it's actually
seconds.
a trailer for an upcoming project of ours. So,
What?
That'll be fun.
I know.
That'll be fun.
I know. You're telling me.
And also, next month, I got to tell you, I got to be honest with you, I couldn't bother to get this confirmed. There have been too many emails, and I just thought, I'm weary. But I think next month,
yeah,
we're going to show Rubber. So that should be fun.
How fun is that movie?
That should be fun. I wanted to follow up Coffee Table with a couple of just fun months.
Rubber is great. I still have, we have most of the print movie reviews that we wrote back for the other paper back in the day. We saved them. And I wrote the one for this, and it's still one of my favorites because I saw this. I think I went in blind.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? It's a tire? And I freaking loved it.
Yeah, it's
Just
so fun.
It.
It's so fun. So
It's
we'll
so
talk
much
about
fun.
absurdist horror, and we'll watch Rubber, and we will laugh a lot.
Quentin Dupieux. Good stuff. So come for Rubber.
Do it
next month. But first, we got to watch The Lair of the White Worm, and please come down, give us your thoughts after. If you've maybe seen it for the first time or seen it for the first time on the big screen, we'd love to get your thoughts and come down after. So, yay! Thanks for coming out. And we're going to watch The Lair of the White Worm, and I think that'll do it for about another hour and a half, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that was number 1 on our list of bagpipes in horror. Which, if that hasn't been a list, it should be. Oh, man, Ken Russell is always a treat, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Little layer of perversion.
Yeah. And blasphemy. That welcome layer of blasphemy.
If they made a drinking game for every phallic image or sexual content, you would die before the first act was over.
Yeah, it's really true. There'd be a lot of drinking.
Yeah, that's fun. I mean, it's just, and Amanda Donahoe.
Great.
Just great. We were talking earlier about Al Pacino chewing some scenery. She's chewing a little bit
does.
there, but with relish. I mean, it worked for the character so well.
Oh, it really did. Yeah, she's so funny, and they gave her such great lines to deliver. There are a lot of really funny lines in this movie, really funny moments in this film, but she had so many great lines in this movie, and really great costumes as well.
Yeah, and just winks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Almost that she might as well be winking at the camera, just this close, just this close. We all know what she's saying. Anybody else?
We both thought the same.
Oh, Dick Bush.
Well, two things. This film only takes itself seriously enough that it actually is decent, but not seriously enough that it's not absolutely ridiculous. And secondly, I wanted to say that the Snake Woman kind of had a glamour of like Glenn Close and Cruella de Vil.
Oh.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's a party I want to go to.
Yeah, it is, actually.
Yeah.
Amanda Donahoe and Glenn Close. Yeah, I would love to go to that party.
I want to go to there. Yeah, and just about the time that we were noticing Dick Bush, the
cinematographer Dick Bush.
Yeah, the font. I just thought that should be
right away, he goes,
that should be a Ken Russell font.
That's
just
what
call
he
it.
said.
You're going on your Arial, Calibra, or whatever.
Yeah.
Ken Russell. That's the font.
So I love how they build up Hugh Grant to be like the hero of the movie, and he didn't really do anything. It was all Peter Capaldi. He found everything. He came up with the serum that it wasn't his fault. It didn't go, but he killed the worm. He did everything.
Yeah.
He had a magic kilt that had a mongoose and a grenade in it. How did he put all that stuff in there? He was the hero of the movie, and they didn't give enough credit. Two, I remember seeing the cover of this movie when I was little in the movie stores.
Yep.
And talking about temptation, I'm just like would stare at it like I don't know who that woman is, but I would let her kill me immediately. And to this day, I still would. Yeah. So
You were called like the snake dance, especially that cop.
Two things. Movie's entirely too British for its own good. Second of all, I think my favorite thing about it is the heavy-handed foreshadowing to a white snake with like the white hose at the beginning.
Oh my God,
and then the vacuum cleaner she trips over. a lot of fake white snakes. So.
Exactly. With that hose, I just looked over at her and just foreshadowing.
That's exactly what he said.
Very much so. Thank you. Yeah, there's a whole lot of that.
Yeah.
Listen, I love this movie. Right? I love this movie. And it's funny you talk about the font because I don't know much about the director, but the minute I saw that font, I thought, oh, this is,
Yeah, it speaks to
we're
you.
in for it.
It is a great font. And red as well.
Yeah.
Plus, now anytime I hear music, I know exactly how I'm going to walk. Like I've got my runway walk ready.
I love the line of dialogue where they mentioned where Amanda Donahoe's character made reference the line of from Oscar Wilde.
Yes.
Yeah.
Given Wilde's relationship with Bram Stoker. And it's like, and I don't know if Ken Russell did that intentionally or not, but it's just like, it just added this layer of like, on top of everything else and knowing Ken Russell's history of just being, like I said, a little bit of perversion.
Yeah.
It added just a little bit extra to it.
That is a fun idea. You know what? I'd not consider that until you brought it up, and that is very fascinating. I love that idea.
Just got to be a little bit more British.
Yeah.
As he said.
Yeah, I just love how the movie is just campy as fuck.
Yeah.
Just camp. Just pure camp is 80s out the wazoo with all the imagery and how the writing and all the metaphors are just so on the nose. When Lady Sylvia is like all dressed in red in a tree talking to Eve.
Oh yeah,
like
absolutely.
she's an apple.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, come and pick me. Come get me down from the tree. And it's just everything's just so on the nose. And like you were saying before, like she's practically winking at the camera, saying, "Yeah, this campy as fuck, isn't it, guys?"
She really is. And how I'm just curious, having you just read the book, how does this compare to the original
it bears
text?
almost no resemblance to it.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, you mentioned camp and the kilt that had everything in it, like a utility belt. And there was so much in this. I'm like, this is like a lost episode of Batman, but just like amped up a bit.
The kilt
rating. Yeah.
It was Highlander space.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, it was so funny. It was funny from the very beginning when he's just, the Boy Scout or whatever, the British version, the khaki scout, whatever that British version is. And he's, and she automatically just starts dancing. And you thought, wow, I had no idea it was so easy to get snakes to just do your will, just play any kind of music. And it was funny how well Ken Russell used that throughout. It was hilarious.
It really was.
I'm going to put some speakers up on the top of our, and I also love that, just as a quick diversion, because one of the things in the novel that really upset me, because of course, as you know, Bram Stoker is Irish, and for an Irishman to be like, I don't care if all the servants die. The fuck, man? What nationality do you think the British servants are, by the way? And he doesn't care. He doesn't even count them when all of he blows up all of the castles. So I thought it was very funny to have Hugh Grant with his unibrow be like such a dick to his manservant. And I thought that was a really funny thing. Anyway, I forgot what my point was for a second because I knew I had to get that proletariat speech in.
I feel the need to be precise. We've been calling it a kilt, but what it technically is a sparan, which is the pouch that is in the front. Nothing's in the kilt.
Is there anything in this sparan?
The sparan is what they use
a grenade.
to carry thing. Yeah, it has a grenade and a mongoose.
A mongoose?
I know.
You can carry a mongoose and a grenade.
I know.
Is no one going to talk about the strap-on dildo?
Well,
That's a great question.
We were just kind of waiting,
question.
for the right time, because you can't just walk in a room and start talking about a strap-on dildo. But since you brought it up,
you know what? Has anybody, has anybody ever looked better in a strap-on dildo than Amanda Donahoe did in that? You're like, she wears that well.
all of us right now are going down. Well, my experience with all the people I've seen in a strap-on, she's right up there.
She looks good. She looks good in it.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny, the scene, too, where the khaki scout is wearing a big old bathrobe and they're playing Chutes and Ladders. And she looks fucking great in that, underpants and really nice boots. And I remember they were great boots, were they not? Yeah, they were good-looking boots.
Yes, for the boots.
God, she's hot. Like, I sort of forgot how. I mean, I remember like how cool all the outfits were with, the scarves. Not all of us can wear those. Like they just don't look good on everybody. Doris Day and Amanda Donahoe, but I think I forgot because in the book again I keep going back to the book. She wears white all the time in the book, and I remember thinking to myself, like reading the book, like white, who cares? No, yeah, Amanda Donahoe knows how to wear an outfit. That's what I'm saying. And a strap-on.
Speaking of Amanda Donahoe, has any actress ever been more sultry in a non-noir, non-detective story? Like, she was so sultry.
She's vamping it up,
yes,
big time.
They plucked her out of a 40s noir and put it right into this, and this ridiculous movie, and she just vamped it up.
Yeah,
she did. And it's funny because the very first time when we first see her, it's noir music that she has. And then they don't continue that throughout, but it's very definitely when they introduce her, it's noir music. Yeah, she is a vamp and a half.
She is. She's temptation herself.
That's right.
Really.
That's right.
Really, to landed on this list of temptation and horror. Well, I'm glad this went over so well.
Yes. I thought people would enjoy it. I mean, it's enjoyable. It's a hard movie not to like.
A lot of people had already seen it, but that's fine because you haven't seen it on the big screen.
I had not. This is my first time seeing it on the big screen.
Same. And just looking forward to now even more The Devils.
The Devils.
Hopefully.
That's my favorite Ken Russell movie. The Devils,
I still like Tommy. It's not horror, but Tommy.
Well, I do love
like Tommy very much.
I love Tommy.
But The Devils is, talk about perverse.
Yeah.
Because,
and blasphemous.
Oliver Reed. If he's in it, it makes it perverse, and then you add it to Ken Russell. That's good stuff.
Yeah,
so hopefully we'll hear about that coming to Gateway.
Yeah.
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
It seems tailor-made.
It does.
Yeah. All right, so we're looking forward to next month.
Rubber.
As
far as we know.
Yeah.
Again, I couldn't bring myself to verify it, but I'm 50% sure.
Let's just mark it. Yeah. Let's just mark it down. And we're going to talk about absurdity.
That's right.
All right. That's going to be right up there. That'll be fun. Okay, good stuff. We'll have this edited here, hopefully in the next few days.
Yes, right.
And get it up on the usual podcast outlets, madwolf.com, Mad Wolf Columbus, the Fright Club podcast group on Facebook. So thanks for coming out, everybody. This has been this was a hoot.
It was a hoot.
Big hoot. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it for the Lair of the White Worm and Temptation and Horror. So until next time, she is Hope Madden.
He's George Wolf.
And this is the Fright Club podcast.
Stay frightful, my friends.
And next time, everybody wear your kilts.